My opinion and why we're here having this video was I was sitting here just doing my hair tonight. And I've already made 2 videos prior of Candace Owens and the Daily Wire. One about Brett Cooper and her leaving the Daily Wire. And the whole controversy around it with Jeremy Boring and Ben Shapiro. Right now, my opinion is fuck Jeremy Boring and fuck Ben Shapiro. I think you're both punk, tiny little men with tiny dick syndrome. I think that you don't like powerful women. Oh, I'm sorry. Let me replace that. You only like powerful Jewish fucking women. That's the problem. I love a lot of YouTubers. We've got too sensitive. What's with this what is with this? Lukewarm water bullshit. I don't get it. I don't make it make sense. The only thing that I can say is I'm sitting here watching the quartering. Mind you, the quartering, if you ever somehow see this video, trust me, I've been following for a long time. I love your work. I really do. I love a lot of people. But there's a lot of people who have also stopped watching because I cannot stand the stuff that you see directly in front of your face and you're not willing to say anything because you don't want to back away from deals, okay? The reason I have respect for Candace Owens and Steven Crowder is because they didn't get bought out. Yeah, maybe in some types of ways, but not in the way where it comes to the words that matter. The things that are going on that we actually need to talk about. Like how the fuck did Brett Cooper get fired from the Daily Wire and we're still sitting here talking about we don't know what's going on. No offense, just saying, I'm watching you quartering. You know what's going on. You just don't want to say it on your platform because of the fact that you don't want everything you built to go away, which I understand. Trust me, I get it. We all got to feed our families. But if we cannot sit here and completely say that Ben Shapiro and freaking Jeremy Boring got rid of her because they wanted a Jewish girl. Look. You know none of that's implied. See all this right there? Okay? Jewish woman. Okay? You want to talk about racism? You want to talk about how it's absolutely abhorrent that we can't sit there and we can't talk about the fact that Brett Cooper got replaced with a woman who's a Jew? I don't dislike Jews. Jesus is a Jew. It's nothing about that. I'm going to stop yelling because I sound like Stephen A. Smith. Let me explain something to y'all. I'm just tired of the lukewarm bull crap. If it looks like a duck, acts like duck, quacks like duck, it's a motherfucking duck. She literally was in the middle of making Snow White with them. Had one of the biggest YouTube channels. Let me move my camera. One of the biggest YouTube channels. Bringing in freaking views like no other out the ass, man. Okay? You have her doing all this, right? You have her doing all this. Making the movie, being the best version of Snow White. Everyone's excited. Everyone's watching her. You got from the young folks to the middle-aged folks to the old folks watching Brett Cooper. The girl was literally the bubbly, smiley, shiny. She's everything you want your daughter to be, okay? Because you don't want your daughter to be the mean girl all the way over here who's like, And then you also don't want your kid to be all sit there and be emo goth babied out to a point where you can't bring them home. So you have this middle ground, this wonderful girl. Wonderful young woman who literally just got married, is doing the movie, doing her show, having a wonderful time, interviewing people and everything. And you're trying to tell me that you want me to believe that she might have just didn't get offered enough money and just walked away? Okay, look, I'll eat my words if this is true later on and she comes out and says it. But we already know because Crowder put out that you literally cannot talk about stuff from the Daily Wire. You're going to get sued. Candace can't because Candace has a bunch of money. Her husband's a lord. She can fight the battle. I get that. I understand that. I know that. Crowder can fight the battle. Brett can't. So she can't come out and say stuff because of what the contract is, and she can't talk about them. So she's showing us in the video where she said, here you go. Here's Jeremy Boring, the God King himself. What do you think that meant, guys? Come on. And when I say guys, I'm talking about the figures that are YouTubers that talk about conservative politics, that talk about what's going on in the world. Or even if you have a shred of freaking, if you even have a shred of intuitive, if you're even a little bit intuitive, even if you just, you tell us not to believe our lying eyes and ears, and you don't want to jump to assumptions, and I understand that. But once again, if it looks like a duck, acts like duck, quacks like duck, it's a fucking duck. She lost her job. This same woman I just showed you guys, okay, her was her best friend, was her maid of honor in her wedding. Brett didn't even show, besides one photo of herself, I think, or of her husband, and I don't even think it was his face, I believe it was the back of his head. This lady was her best friend. Went and got training by the Daily Wire to mimic exactly the way that Brett acts, to a T. And this is the first episode, apparently, the only way that I would watch it is if it's through somebody else viewing it, because I'm not going and giving it a view. I'm not. You talk about the 2% of the Jewish people, and you sit there. I'm not putting this one on TikTok. My husband thinks I'm gonna get banned. I'm not. I'm putting this on YouTube. You want to put it on there? I'm gonna put it on X too, because on X I know I won't get taken away. That's why Elon did what he did, and so that I can say this right here. And I don't hate Jews. Okay, what the fuck? That's stupid. Okay, don't hate blacks. Don't hate Jews. Don't hate white people. Don't hate Hispanics. Don't hate Asians. I don't care. It's not about that. It is about, okay, I love Italians, but we all know that there's an Italian mafia. We all know Italians stick together, right? We all know that every race tends to stick together. And then there is the generation of people from me. I'm 30. We all mashed together. We all grew up together, okay? I'm not talking about the regular folks. I'm not talking about the regular black folks, regular white folks, regular Jewish folks. I'm talking about the people up there, the higher folks. The people that, I will calm down. Thank you. Because I do. I'm starting to sound like Stephen A. The people that are sitting there and don't act like you know what Kanye's talking about and what Candace is talking about when it's the Jews, okay? You're talking about a group of people that's 2% that did get wiped away, 100%. We all know the Holocaust, very real. That's not what we're talking about. We're talking about how does such a small portion of people that were slaughtered, trust me, support Israel, all that. I don't think that we should be in any wars, quite frankly. I think it's not, I have my own opinion, different video. I really pray for everybody that's going through any war. Doesn't matter. But you can't tell me that it's not freaking weird that there's 2%, there's 2% population of Jewish people, and you're telling me that all these people that are in the entertainment industry happen to be Jewish. Make it make sense. Make it make sense why Kamala Harris's husband is a Jew. Okay? Make it make sense why all the media platforms are owned by Jews. Make it make sense why Candace Owens was on the Daily Wire and hired by the Daily Wire, and then she decided to speak out against Israel and the Jews, and now she doesn't work for them no more. Don't worry, I'll wait. I'll wait for someone to make it make sense to me. Brett went on and literally sat there and deleted the photos of this girl, called Jeremy Boring the God King himself. She's doing it to make us know. She deleted all the pictures of Snow White off there for a reason. They used her, they hurt her, and just like Crowder said, and he's right, they get these young people, these young stars, because it's a lot doing all the work all by yourself. It seriously is just, this is a lot. He gets young people, Jeremy Boring and Ben Shapiro, to sign contracts, and they don't know what they're signing up for. And probably they don't know what they're worth. And that is why I am happy that not only Candace Owens, but Steven, even before Candace, called out these pieces of crap. It makes me so sad because I absolutely love Jordan Peterson, and I just pray he gets away from them. But I understand once again why he did it, because he had nowhere to turn. He had nowhere else to turn. And it's so sad because here we go again. Let me know what you think, dude. And I know I'm going to get a whole bunch of hate. I don't care. It like I said, it is what it is. I'm believing what I see, and from my perspective, the Daily Wire fucked over Brett Cooper and brought in this Jewish chick. Is anybody going to do a genealogy? Is she related to the Ben Shapiro somehow? Because we all thought Brett was. Nope. It's this chick. Or Jeremy Boring. Or is she just one of them? We talk about a DEI hire. Hello. You made her learn Brett's mannerisms. This is sick. I pray for you, Brett. Bye, guys.